Wait, this didn't work out quite right at all. There we go. Okay,
Oh no.
great. It just showed like raw Discord chats for a minute there. But yeah,
Yeah.
here we
Yes.
are. Greetings,
Awkward.
everybody. Josh and Marco are reversed today. The guy on the left is actually Marco, and the guy on the yeah. Let me just do this.
No,
Okay.
I've actually stolen Josh's identity.
Oh,
Nope,
really?
it's fixed now.
Dang.
Yep.
I thought
So
for once I actually meant something.
yeah. All right, so here we are. Welcome, Technical Hurdles Side. We are back with Level with You, and we are going to be showing off version 6.1 of Megaman board game remastered. So thank you for joining us. And if you've watched before, you already know Marco and Josh, and we're going to jump right in to the game. So let me just tab over here to Tabletop Simulator. And since Josh doesn't have video, we will not be showing his blank screen. But go ahead and say hi so everyone knows what you sound like, Josh.
Hi, I'm still here. Hey, everybody.
Cool.
Still alive. Still
Yeah.
kicking.
Yep. So here we are, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of what is new in this version of the game. So this is V6.1. There's a few hot fixes. You may notice the table's laid out a little different, and I've also just done the Mega Man 1 bosses to start with. So our utility weapons are now have two actions, so they're very similar to Robot Master weapons. The powers are a little bit weaker; they're tuned down a bit, and the activated abilities, which you see on the left side of a placard here, those can be used twice before, or three times, depends on the exact item that you have, but they can be used multiple times. All right.
Yeah.
When you want to spend weapon energy on one of these, it stays in play until you recover your turn. And so at the end of any turn, you can choose to recover and reshuffle your deck. If you do that, then Wily activates and creates more difficulty for us in the game. All right. The so what?
So Brad, for people who haven't seen this version yet, so what you're saying is that you don't actually fully rest every single turn. You
Right.
actually have to elect to do it at some point during a turn,
Yeah, you
but
choose
it's
to
not required.
rest. Yeah, you choose to rest and recover your deck. Now, the other big thing is that when we're doing a challenge, we will look at the challenge, choose how many cards we want to draw, and then draw and play all of those cards at one time, right? Like so.
Right.
Okay?
Um, oh, is that correct? Is it okay to put two of the same symbol on the card?
If you want to draw six more cards, it's okay. Sure.
All right.
You may come to regret that decision, but you may not.
Well, I can trigger either or both, right?
Yes, yeah, one or
Yeah.
both.
All right.
All right.
So what the biggest innovation or change, I should say, because we don't know if it's an innovation yet, is that the stages are now blank, and so you'll pick a Robot Master stage to be on. Each turn, you will choose one of these stage cards to use. A stage card has a couple different elements. In the top left is the number of spaces you move forward. So if Roll were to clear this card, she'd move forward one space because it has one icon. And then she'd keep the card,
Mhm.
and at a later time, you can claim any of the rewards on the right side of the card. So a fire icon, an
Right.
impact icon, or a +1. And that +1 can also be used to just get a 1 to add to your deck. So
Uh, so that's how you get the
mhm.
other cards.
Yeah. Now, if you save a couple of these up, let's say I get this +1 and this +1 and this +3, I could turn in all of these at once and get 1/5.
Right. So in effect, this kind of destroys the shop middleman,
Yeah.
right? Like,
There's no shop anymore. There's just the rewards that show up on the cards. Now,
right,
at the bottom left is the challenge ranking of the card. Some cards have sequential challenges, and you have to do multiple draws in the same turn to clear those. And then
right,
some cards have in the right area a negative effect that occurs when you are taking this challenge. All right. The last
right.
space of each board is the Robot Master, and you will fight them just like you did in the past version. The new Robot Masters have effects that are a bit more antagonistic. They always do something at the end of your action. So you'll act, and then they'll do something bad to you, and then if you've cleared, you go on to the next round. And it should take 2 or 3 draws to defeat any one Robot Master. All right?
Right. So,
Cool.
Brad, let me just be very clear. There's no more like Wily deck that Wily draws from, right? Like,
Right. It is just the flat numbers here, plus there Wiley will put out minions, and the minions will adjust the challenge ratings on these cards as well. All right?
yes. Yeah. Chat's talking about Twewi, and I'm also excited because Twewi anime just got announced. So,
Oh, well. Yeah, I
no,
think you guys were
it's fine.
talking about
Sorry.
that last week, weren't you, Josh?
Yeah, I was talking about how they announced another 12 thing that isn't the sequel,
Yeah.
but it's fine.
It's
I'm
Square.
happy for the anime.
Yeah, so there are
It's
10 of
Square.
these in the game that are available to us. Not just 9, or not just 8.
Oh, there's 10.
There's 10, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's actually just like
Okay, so I think this is really cool, right? We were talking about this on the Discord with some of the community members, and they were talking about how, sorry, the Megaman Discord that we linked to during the streams. We were talking about like how we wanted the stages to be a bit more interesting to go through, right? So hopefully this is more interesting, and hopefully because of stuff like having multiple arrows on the card, you get through stages faster, so you beat the Robot Master faster, so that you get to the fun part of the game faster.
Yeah, choosing a stage is about choosing your rewards more than it is about choosing your like than it is about just doing the next thing. So stages are more about picking what you want for your deck than they are about how to about some. They're not something you overcome. They're something you opt into.
Right, right.
So
It's
yeah,
it's a choice in a sense, right?
yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm into that. How about you take a turn, Brad, so that people
Yeah.
can see how
Well,
it
let me
works?
just give a quick breakdown of who we are and what powers we have, so that I can.
Sure.
So I am playing Proto Man
Yes,
here.
that's where we anime.
I'm playing Proto Man, and I can spend weapon energy to tap any card. Yeah, sorry, magic. We'll come up with a different word later, and use the weapon symbol on that card. Okay, so I can use any card for any weapon symbol power that I have, and at the top
Right.
card. So my weapon symbol ability, Proto Shield, will regenerate deck. So this should be pretty strong in combination. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp some of these on my deck. So
Right.
let's see.
So how does this power work, Brad? So just quick question, right? Can
Yeah,
can Protoman essentially, even if this doesn't have any symbol on it, can he just tap it and then say that's a shield?
yeah, but he has to pay 1 weapon
Oh, okay,
energy to do that.
that's still pretty good though.
Yeah, it can be quite good. So
We'll link the Discord sometime later in the stream. It's a bit too early to link the. But do you want to link the Discord now, Brad? I
I
think
would
it'll
have to
break the
like go
flow
through and
too
do it,
much.
like tab over to it and do things. So maybe if Tim from Jasco or if somebody else is able to provide a link, we'll look at it there. But I
Right.
can't tab away and do that right now. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
roll.
So later after the stream.
All right. So roll here has the you can spend 2 weapon energy to basically claim your rewards twice when you from a stage card. So
You're
you
right.
can so you get
Is that
more
at the time I
stamps.
spend the stage card,
At the
or is
time that
that when
you
I
spend the stage
claim it?
card, you can spend 2 weapon energy to get the stage card's reward again. All right.
Right.
This
And I can do
won't
that for
work for.
multiple
It won't work
stages at
for.
once.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think it'll work
Cool.
for everything except the flat numbers where you add cards together. Other things it should work fine.
So, Brad, quick question: Is this you do it twice, or you pick 2 of the 3?
You get to pick 2 of the 3. That's the way to do it. 2 of the 3.
All right. So you can't dupe anything, right? So if we're talking
Yeah.
about this card, you can pick an air a 3, a rock a 3, or an air and a rock. Right.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
think
Right. You
that's a
don't get to
nice,
pick rock.
easy way to do it. Cool.
Cool.
And then moving over, we have Megaman here, and
It's still the
Megaman.
same.
Yep, he can use these abilities 1 additional time. So if it says X2, Mega Man can do it 3 times. And
Right.
the so yeah, and Mega Man's beat call will give bonuses when you're on a stage, as opposed to a Robot Master challenge. And he
Right.
also recovers cards from your discard pile. So quite good. All right.
Right. This is
Yes.
actually the same setup I played with last week, Brad.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing it now so that people can see the difference, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, beat is a little bit weaker, so you'll be able to compare to your past self too. We completely ruled the
Right, right.
game with beat last time.
Beats broken, dude.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So those are all the basics that you need to know. So first things first, you can pick what Robot Master you want to go to. Let's say,
Like we all do, or just you because it's your turn?
well, I'll do it first since it's my turn. I'll pick Cutman here. All right. So,
All right.
and then I choose what stage that I want to go after. All right. So for me, I definitely want to get some blade symbols so that I'm powered up when I get the Cutman. So I will attempt this stage here. All right. So this is an 8,
Cool.
and I lose weapon power equal to the highest number in my tableau. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Proto
Yikes.
Shield to negate that effect.
Okay.
All right. So I can ignore the text on this side of the card. And then I have to score an 8. This is pretty tough, but I think I can probably do it in 5 cards. So I'll draw 5. All right, so
Right.
I draw all the
So
cards,
this is very
activate.
interesting, right? Because you.
All right,
Ooh,
yeah.
nice.
And in this
Not enough.
case, I don't have enough. All right. So in this game, in this version, if you fail the challenge, or if I haven't cleared it, I can take 2 damage. So I just go like weapon, and choose to draw more, or I can ask for an assist from my friends. So let's ask for an assist from my friends.
Sure, I'll
Hey
help
Marco,
you.
how about an assist? So Marco can draw
There
one
you.
card
That's a 3.
to assist. That card will then add to my total. So for 8, it goes to his discard pile. So that's one less card that he has available to him. Each
Right.
of my allies can. Actually, what's my assist rule here? Let me double check.
Assist you once per challenge, right?
You can get 1 assist from each ally each challenge. That's the current rule.
Right.
Yeah. So I succeed on this challenge, and so I get the black box rewards immediately, which is 3 advances. So 1, 2, 3. I step forward. All right, and then at a later
Right.
time, I can choose to apply one of these buffs, either a bomb, a blade, or a +3 symbol to my deck. I could do that right now, or I could wait. Let's just wait on that for the moment. All right, so those go there,
Cool.
and this remains here. I can only use my Proto Shield one more time during the for the rest of until I recover. All right, this is replaced
Also,
by a
Brad,
new stage card.
your discard should be face
Yep,
down.
and that flips
Sorry.
over.
Being
All
being
right,
stickler here.
sure.
All
So
right.
now it's Marco's turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at some of the stages to see which robot master I want to fight. Because you can do it one way, like Brad did, pick the robot master, deck the stage. I'm just gonna look at the stages that will help me fight these robot masters.
Yeah,
I'm
so you
actually
can.
gonna
So
go
so Marco's drafting for
for
the Robot Master's weakness, right? Is that what you're saying?
essentially. um, yeah, it seems like we don't have Woodman here, and there's a lot of fire symbols. So I think I'm just gonna go to Time Man
Okay,
and try to get some time symbols for myself. So,
cool.
where's Megaman? There's Megaman.
Yep.
Okay, and I
Alright.
will attempt this stage with the
Okay,
time
so you
symbol
are
here.
standing right here, all right, and you're going to attempt this stage, all right, and if you have
Yes.
more than 4 face-up cards, you will take damage. All right, so go ahead.
Correct. Yeah. So a 5 and a 5.
So
I
this,
think I can reasonably beat that with 4. I mean, like, look, I'm just gonna go with 4 and 4.
yeah. Okay. Well, you pick one, and then you can go for the other one. So we'll draw out the 4
Yeah.
cards, and then like that.
Okay, I beat it. Nice.
So you so now that you've got your spread, you can play cards. So you can activate
Right.
Eddie here for +2 power.
By
If this
by
is stage
tapping
challenge,
him.
+2 power. Yeah, like that. And so
Yeah.
if I had
So-
Eddie, I could
so
actually like spend weapon energy and use any of my cards to, or sorry, if I had beat here, I could use this effect on anything, but at the cost of stuff. So we
Weapon
completed the
energy,
first part of
yeah.
the challenge. Now he needs to complete the second
Right.
part of the challenge. And you said you're going to try
Right.
four more draws for that.
Actually, I should just do 5 because if I have more than 4, I just lose 2 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So mathematically speaking, I should just do this. There's no effect that will just explode me. 2, 3. I mean, I already beat it in 3, but I said I'd do 5,
Yeah.
so I do
So
5.
you do 5. Okay. And so yeah. So in
Right.
this case, you
I
lose
lose
2.
2 weapon energy.
Yep. And that's a success. So you'll keep this as and you'll advance 2. 1, 2. Now,
One,
you can
two.
choose to take the time sticker or the rock sticker or the +3 sticker, or you can just hang out here with this symbol.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out first.
Okay.
Then at the end of my turn, I'm gonna choose to rest because my deck is empty.
Okay. So now when you rest, we activate this secondary effect, the reggae effect here at the bottom. Ignore the 0. You don't gain a 0 in this one just yet.
Okay.
That'll
But we
happen
play 3
later.
minions.
Yeah, but we will play 3 minions, and so those will just come in for here. I'll just do them in like
nice.
columns like this, I suppose. And then next we'll do that, and then next
We
we'll
don't
do
get
that.
to choose.
Yeah, you won't choose. And this affects this
Cool.
raises the difficulty of each of the challenges in that stage. Okay.
How does the Mega Man 2 works impact the gameplay? This is Mega Man 1 though. I'm kind of
he
confused.
means the board, I think. So this is the Mega Man 1
Oh,
board. Yeah.
right. Each board is essentially a different game mode, right? Like
Yeah.
this castle is more like, Wily's flooding the world with minions. Mega Man 2 is more like, Robot Master Refight Bonanza. Mega Man 6 is like a PvP thing, etc., etc.
Yeah. So in this case, like these robot masters are going to start coming out, and we have to defeat them in order to get access to the end game up here and defeat Wily.
Right. So I believe it's Josh's
Yep.
go.
So it's Josh's turn.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go fight or try to get to Oil Man.
Oily
Here.
boy. Okay.
Take
All
this
right.
stage.
You're gonna take that one. All right.
Here. And
So-
then the stage effect discards all lowest cost. Right, so I need to draw a decent
This is
amount.
pretty early in the game,
Probably
and
like
it's going to be tough
6
for
or
you.
7.
It's pretty early in the
Yeah.
game, and it's going to be tough. So I'm going to actually use my Proto Shield on and protect you from this stage effect. So you just have to hit an 8.
Neat.
So that's one assist
Okay.
for this turn, though. So I can't assist you again.
So I guess I'll do like average is 2, right? So 4.
Yeah.
Or
The average is like
probably 5.
1.6 or something.
Oh, okay. So let's do 5 cards then.
And you can afford to be a little bit easier because you've got the Rush Marine, but yeah.
So I got this symbol.
So
Do I have to activate that
first you have to
or
commit
do
to all the
5?
cards you chose to
Okay.
draw, right? And now you may
I got
choose
7.
to draw more with by
Right. So
tapping
I
this.
will. I'll choose to draw 3, or so I don't have to pay the
Okay.
cost for.
So you are limited
redrawing,
to the slots here.
So I can get 2 more.
So you'll draw you'll draw all 3, and then you'll choose one to throw away at that point.
Okay.
Throw
And then they'll all be
away.
discarded at the
Yeah.
end of the turn.
Uh-huh.
So throw away the 0, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I get 8 either way.
Okay, cool.
So.
All right. So
I beat this. I get this card
Mhm.
for later.
and I'll just put these away for you.
Right.
And do you want to use it now or
And your
later?
turn is done.
Well, actually, I'm gonna have to redo my deck probably anyway. So I'll spend 2 weapon energy to use roll.
Okay. And get.
And when we upgrade, can we just upgrade?
You can just
whenever we
upgrade
want,
anything
or
in
only
your
the-
discard pile. Yeah.
Oh,
Right, so
discard
make-
pile.
In
I'm gonna
play
get a
or
plus
discard.
2.
Yeah.
Get a +2 and Buster symbol.
Okay.
Water.
And water. Is it water?
Yeah, that's water.
Excuse me, I think you mean water.
I'm not the biggest normal
It's
Mega
okay.
Man person. This isn't Legends or Battle Network, so
I see.
I'm out of my element. So I'll take a 2 card because oil and discard stuff a lot, so I want an extra card.
Okay. So
And
you
then
take
I'll
the 2
put
card
a,
and a water stamp.
Yeah, water stamp.
All right. And if
Put
you
it
want to
on
move
this.
these, if you want to move one of these off of Eddie, now that you understand what they do, that's fine too.
No, I understood what it did. I understood what it did when I placed the symbols.
Oh, okay.
I'm fighting oil because he also has another water effect that
Okay.
I might get to
Right.
pull stuff with.
Yeah. Now-
Ethan, the boards, the locations are just an iteration on how you are fighting the robots.
Yeah.
Or how will the board interact with the locations? So basically, the board dictates basically how the game tries to defeat you, right? Essentially,
Yeah.
is how that happens, right?
Yeah. So the other
So,
boards have different wily effects than say like the one we're playing with now.
right.
Yeah. So are you reshuffling,
Then I choose
Josh?
to reshuffle now, right?
Then
Yeah.
yeah, then we'll draw more minions. So once these
Alright,
minions start
that's fine.
stacking up, Wily will start spitting out bosses for us to fight, and then by fighting those bosses, we end the game. I just want an easy stage. I'm gonna take on this one here. So this is a 4 normally, but it becomes a 6 because of the Sniper Joe here. And
Right. So, quick question, Brett. It
yeah,
says you move 2 spaces. Does that mean you instantly have to fight the robot
no, I
master
will
after you beat
just
the stage?
I will just go here and stop. In that case,
Oh, I see. So you always stop before the robot master.
yeah. So let's go ahead and just draw all of my cards because it's going to discard my highest one. Actually, maybe I should. Let's do 4 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll activate this to put the top of my discard pile back into my deck. All right, and I think I'm
So
going to
Jake is
be
asking something really interesting.
yeah.
Sorry.
What's up?
Sorry. They're asking, since the number of available assists increased with the number of players, is there a difficulty mechanic that balances that? Or is it too early in this iteration to be asking that kind of question?
So this is kind of a philosophical question because with more players, you want a higher chance of success. Or should it be just that it's like 1 assist per challenge, regardless of who does it? I'm kind
Right.
of either way on this, but I have failed this challenge, and I will need one of you to assist me.
So I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot on my turn.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw 1 assist at you.
Okay. Cool. What'd you get?
It's a
A
2.
2.
Actually, it's a 4.
4. Great. Well, I lose this,
Because I'm going to
and then from the after effect, and then I have a total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, thanks to Marco, which will beat this 6. So we can put this guy back in the bag. I'll take this, and we'll drop that down. Okay. And I also am going to have to rest. Yep. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. All right. And I'll put all these back in my deck and go ahead and move my 2 spaces. 1 space.
Well, you're 1 space.
Yep. Okay, good.
So I'm going to go fight this 14. So I'm going to
Okay.
need help from both of you.
Do you want me to protect you from the stage effect there?
No, because that's a good effect. Why would I? What? What? Nani?
Oh,
All
do
right,
it, Marco.
I'll
Assisted.
toss that.
Assisted.
I'll help.
No.
I'll,
No.
I'll do.
So what are you gonna? How much are you gonna put
Yeah,
towards
I'll do.
this?
So actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna commit to 6,
Okay.
and then beat call the one card that I know is in there, which is a 4.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna commit to 6. 1, 2, 3. Lag. 3,
Here, I'll assist you.
4, 5. Thank you. And then I will beat call on myself for this. I believe that's 14.
So that's 4.
And I need to
5,
beat a 15.
6, 7, 8. Plus 6 is 14.
Oh no, I can tap
15,
this for 2.
16.
So never
Yeah.
mind.
So
I
you
didn't need any of your help.
Yep, you succeeded that all on your own.
Yep. And then I instantly gain a 3 for
The
doing
real
that.
help was the help that you gave to yourself.
Right. I'm
So-
just gonna go all the way near the
Yep.
robot master, and I'm also gonna cash in the same card I just cleared for another 3.
Okay, so you're grabbing 2 more 3s. All right, and then this will discard over here now that it's been used. All right, cool.
Oh, they don't go into What happens if we run out of stages, Brad?
If we run out of stages, then the test will be over. The final game would have like 90 of these, but in this game I only made 30 because I didn't want to waste a lot of time until I knew the mechanic worked.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. It actually only took me an hour to update the old edition into this edition this morning.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but yeah, I'm liking it so far. But let's go, Josh. It's your
Maybe if
move.
it's 90, you just auto lose if the deck ever runs out.
Yeah, I think
So
that
that's
Wiley
also
will
a
win long before that. So that's going to be a
So,
9.
oh, it's 3 per minion. Oh, maybe not
This
this one.
the
no,
big
no, no.
eye the big eye is a
It's
3.
Oh, okay.
right.
Well, maybe not this one.
One,
Yeah.
and
Maybe
Sniper Joe's.
maybe this one.
You can do it. You have 13 cards.
Yeah, but I'd like to tackle multiple cards with my one deck.
Yeah.
If
Well,
possible.
if you did beat this one, this 12 here, you would go
Sorry,
all the way to the
Brad,
Robot
I
Master.
should have rested at the end of my turn.
Yeah, sure, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, hold on then. So Marco is resting, so I'm going to deal out some minions here.
So that's a match. So
Yeah. So what
Yeah,
happens
Robot
is
Master.
this stage will blow up, poof, and Wiley
Replace it with
generates a robot for us to fight. So now we can
Right.
fight.
And we
can
can still
fight.
fight them whenever.
Yeah, we can fight this guy whenever we want. Yeah, he's there.
ooh,
Yeah.
this one gives me a 2 card though.
Chat is saying something really true, is that the real assists are the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think I'll do this new one that Marco revealed.
All right.
all right, it replenishes.
Gives me a free. So the 2 go into my discard or my deck?
It'll go into your discard. Anytime you gain, it's discard.
It's discard.
Yeah. When
Okay.
you clear it. I mean, when you beat this. Josh.
Oh, when I clear it, right?
Yeah, don't just take it just for trying.
I wish
There's
I
no
would-
most effort awards in this game.
Right. Okay, so 11. That's probably just a draw 7, I assume.
So
The 1.5.
So you were asking why did the stage blow up in chat? So if a stage deals, if 2 minions of the same type go onto a stage, then it explodes, and Wiley gets a new Robot Master. That's the
And we don't
that's
get to
the
pick where
castle
the minions
rule,
drop.
huh?
Can
And we
ask
don't
you
get to
guys
pick where
for
the
assists
minions drop.
before I draw?
Before you draw. I think
Yeah,
you have
because
to
then I
commit to
can
the draw
then I
first,
can
right?
guesstimate what my new draw is going to be based off what numbers you gave me. So like if you guys both drew 3s, I have to draw a whole lot less cards.
Right, but we're also both about to fight a robot master.
I'm just asking if it's an option. I'm not saying that you
I
necessarily
see.
have to help me.
I will be there to help you if you need it, Josh.
Okay, well that doesn't help me right now, so I'm just going to draw 7
Okay.
because my deck doesn't pan out super well. And I will most likely need an assist guaranteed.
I mean, you can
Yes.
draw less than everybody else because you have these water symbols that will that'll give you 3 more cards.
I mean, yeah,
too.
but my water symbol there's my tableau is still it's a maximum, so if
Yeah.
symbol I'm going to end up drawing 7 either way.
Well, what you could do is
I got 11. Hey, I did it. I don't
You can't
need to
rush
draw
marine these, Brad.
just like
What?
Marco.
You can't rush marine these.
Yeah, he could.
Because rush marine is an after, so the challenge has to complete before you do it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well,
So I did get 11. So
you did get 11,
do
so that's
get this.
success. Yep.
Yep.
So you gain the 2 on clear. So now,
Yep.
so now you have the option to use the Rush Marine if you want to. And you could take 2 of those 2s and shuffle them back into your deck at the cost of 1
Yeah.
card.
at the cost of 1. So I
Yeah.
did hit my 3, so I know that's already gone. So yeah, I'll,
Yeah. So
do
you
that.
you can take 2 of your 1s, and I took the one with
Yeah,
symbol
put
and
them
drop
back.
them in there and shuffle them back in.
sure.
Yeah.
Right. Are you going to use this upgrade? Did you gain your 2 already?
Yeah,
Josh?
I threw it in there.
I'm not going to use it yet. Oh,
No,
the
no,
two,
there's
yeah.
a...
Yeah, I
yeah,
got the free
that's
2.
pretty-
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And this face down
Cool.
card, you haven't used that yet, right? Or you did use this?
No, I used the face down
Okay,
card.
then
Yeah,
I'll
that's what it's
discard
face
that
down.
over here. Okay. Cool. All right.
And
So
then I
then,
move 2 spaces.
so now I'm going to take on Cutman, and this boss is just printed on the board. So I encounter this directly. So
Right.
I lose 2 weapon energy for each 0, 2, and 4 in play.
He hates it when you have evens because he cuts you.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna go ahead and open with my Proto Shield to negate that effect. 'Cause it's
Don't you
pretty
love
mean.
Proto Shield? It just
It's-
ignores half the text in the game.
Yeah. So let's see. So I'll commit to beating a 6. I'll commit 4 cards. That's pretty safe, right? 3,
Doesn't look
4.
pretty safe to me.
Success.
Oh my god!
Yay! All right.
What is this luck sacking?
And then
Oh
I'll throw
my
another
God.
Proto Shield at it. And let's do 4 more cards for this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll just
Not good enough.
go ahead and add the top 2 cards of my
You're gonna
discard
need 1 assist.
back to my deck, and then no, and then I'll just take 2 damage
Oh,
and
okay.
do another
And then
draw.
cool.
All right, and success. So I clear Cutman here. So yeah, if you don't clear on the first time, you lose 2 weapon energy and you can draw again. Only if
Right,
you
right.
if you can't clear and your deck is empty, then you lose a life, and that's basically activates Wily's more dangerous plot. So I take the
Okay.
Cutman board, pop it off, put it here in my tableau. It also comes with 2 of the cut icons, and
Right.
yeah, and I have this power now. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some cut icons to my tableau here. Let's
So
see.
one thing that's really interesting for people who might have seen the older versions is that Rolling Cutter's blade symbol now says after +2 power, which means that power no longer floats, right?
Yeah.
That power only applies if the card with the cut symbol is still on your board when you decide to end your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So just want to point it out to everybody who's seen the previous versions.
Yeah, I'll take another blade.
Wow, your Eddie's jacked up.
Yeah, I decided to just take the +3 instead of the blade from that card. So
Right.
drop those over here. All right, and I am gonna have to reshuffle this again as well since I'm out of cards. So shuffle, and
Right.
I'll drop minions in this middle column. All right.
Cool. So I'm gonna go fight Time Man now. I'm gonna draw 5
Actually,
for my first one.
This is kind of
So
troublesome.
sorry, yeah.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just gonna like rearrange the board a little bit here so it's easier to tell how to deal out these minions.
Okay. So that the chat knows we're not cheating.
Yeah. I mean, I am Calvin balling
so-
this a little bit because I did just make up.
I
this
mean,
game
you
this
are the
morning.
designer. Any Calvin ball you say is technically correct.
No, only
so
if I
Time Man's
document it
power-
first. If I don't document it first, you got to hold
That's
me
fair.
accountable.
Yeah, that's completely
And when this
fair.
one goes away,
So,
I'll just remove this and we'll stick with 9. That's easier.
All right. So Time Man's power is that after I commit to my turn, Time Man gets rid of my highest numbered card.
Yep.
So that could be troublesome. So I'm gonna draw 5 for my first one. 1,
I'll wait to see if you get in
2,
trouble before I assist.
4. No, I've cleared this one.
All right. So he discards your 1 highest card, which is the 2. And then you
Right,
have
right.
4 or 5 in total. So that's success. All right.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go 5 again, and then you might need to assist me on the last one, Brad.
Yeah.
Um,
Go ahead.
so I'm just gonna go 5 again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is safe now.
Yep. No problem.
Cool. And then the problem here is that I know I have an Eddie in the deck.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do 1.
Well, you're going to do
2,
4, I assume?
3.
Everything you have
Yeah,
left?
of course.
Okay.
Oh, then that's fine. That's fine. Even if he discards the 3, I still have 4, so I
Yep.
beat him.
Okay. Cool. So that clears that.
Yeah.
And here's your time slow.
Yeah, so I get 2 time boys, right?
Yep. 2 of those. Yep. And they'll go over here into your supplies.
Sorry. One of the 2s with the tornado symbol should be here. So, I mean, everything's in my discard, so I can just upgrade
you can
whatever
just
the heck
upgrade
I want,
freely.
right?
And I assume you're going to rest
Right.
after this, so we'll go ahead and drop minions on the board.
Right, yeah. Sorry, I'm just going all out on my turns.
Yeah. Go ahead, Josh.
Okay.
I'm going to leave these top 2, open. Okay.
Okay, so we put 3 time symbols on 3 of my 3s.
Eights, right?
Yep.
So I'll just draw 7
So
again, because I know most of the cards I discard are my high cards, so I'm going to have a lot of 1s and nothings. Left. 5.
So don't forget, if you hold on before you do that, you are going to lose weapon energy at the end of this stage. So if you draw
What
out
if I
your
don't have a
deck, you'll
deck left?
die. Yeah, if you
Oh,
if you
so
need to
that
lose
works.
weapon energy and you can't, you die. So
Oh.
don't
Just
draw
have
all the way
Proto
out.
Just have Proto Man help you.
Or,
That's what
or
Proto
you
Man
can
Man's
ask for
die.
help. Huh?
What happens when I die?
We activate this effect, the Wily plot
right,
effect.
and you don't get the stage. You don't finish the stage.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll draw 5 then, I guess. And then
Okay. So you draw 5.
The after
You
keywords
hit
are kind of
2,
hilarious.
4, 5,
So I hit 2.
5, 6.
Somebody
Sorry.
give me 2.
I'll assist you for 1 card. That's a 1.
I'll assist you for 1 card.
All right. And
Wait, actually, why assist with 1 card if I can? Actually, I'll just assist with 1 card. Fine. Hey,
all right.
Okay.
So
can I tap this?
yeah, you can. Yeah, you can activate. So the assist is draw a card plus any weapons effects, or use one of your powers. So
Right, so I'm
Time
gonna-
Man says you can keep that card in play, and then you can use it as another assist later.
Right. Or I could just apply it to my next challenge.
Yeah. All right.
So basically, if Brad doesn't need the help, on my turn I just have a free 3 that I know is there. So that's good.
Then I'm going to cash these out for a 4 card.
Okay. Here's a 4, and I assume
Cool.
you're resting again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I have no deck, so. Then I get this
oh,
back.
I need to put some of these minions back in the box.
All right, so they go back in the box. They don't.
Yeah,
Disappear.
they don't disappear off the face of the earth.
Then I can just delete these stage cards that I cashed in.
Yeah.
Okay. Chat is also saying that the keywords that you have for timings, Brad, are funny because they're BattleCon
Well,
keywords.
why if it ain't broke, right?
If it ain't, it's true. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. I mean, having a set of keywords like that you could just use in any situation makes sense. It's useful.
Yeah, that's fair.
And we all know what it means because of BattleCon. So I can choose another destination. I could go and fight Gutsman here. I think I'll leave him to you. And let's see. Who's weak against blades now that I got all these blades? I'm going to go fight Bomb Man. All right. So
Oh, I just realized that Bomb Man's weak to blades.
what?
Because you diffuse bombs with cutters.
Yeah,
I get
you
it.
cut the wire.
I
Yeah.
get it.
I'll go ahead and clear the stage with all the minions on it. So this becomes a 9.
Right.
And I will... Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty hard to beat that on a 9. So I'll shield through, and then I'll draw... Let's do 4 cards for a 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm going to shield this back onto the bottom of my deck. And then
you also get the blade.
and then cut
Nice.
this for 4. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and clear.
Cool.
I don't really have any use
Do
for
you think
that,
it's
but
hubris?
what's that?
Do you think it's hubris to try to beat this 11 with the 3 minions on it?
I
Do you
mean,
think that's hubris?
yes, but that's what this game is all about. So do it. You're starting with a 3, so 2 of them are already taken care of.
I'm scared.
I will not be
No.
able to assist you because I've got oil hand coming up.
Right, yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just going to cry like a baby and not do anything about that. So quick question, Brad. Is there no benefit to fighting Robot Masters? Outside of the fact that they stop you from losing the game?
You mean in the middle?
Right. So it's like,
We have to
if
beat
I
a
fight
certain-
Gutsman right now...
Yeah. We have to beat a certain number of them
Sorry.
in order to fight Wily. So
All right, so there's no point in I don't get upgrades or whatever for fighting them.
yeah, you can get the well, actually, the symbol's not printed on there, is it? No, I think there needs to be some reward there, but I hadn't planned one for this session. But yes, in the final game, there will definitely be some reward there. So I'll make sure to do that. I'll make a note of that in my
Let's think
documents
about
here.
that at some point. You're right. Cool.
Okay.
So, is it my go?
Yeah, it's
Instead
your
of
go.
fighting this fake guts man, I'm just gonna fight real guts man.
All right.
Let's see. There's no way I'm being a 5-3-7-2. That just sounds like actual insanity.
Which one?
Um,
Yeah,
it's
the
like a
quick
5
man
3
stage there.
7 2 here.
But it gets you all the way.
Right.
You could spend your whole deck on it because it gets you all the way to the boss in one
No,
go.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Fine, let's do it because I'm crazy.
Especially with time, man.
So to beat this, right? To beat this 5, sorry, this is still tapped. This is still tapped to show that I can't just hold on to this 3 forever.
Yeah, you can only do it once.
So I'm gonna draw 2 to beat this 5.
Okay.
Okay, that's beaten.
All right.
What's next? A 3. I'm gonna draw 2 to beat that 3.
Why don't you beat that 3?
No, I play my way, Brad.
Okay, play it your way.
All right. So I get to hold that 3 to beat that 7. Yeah, I think I'll beat to beat that 7 for. Wait, can I use my abilities before or after I draw?
Yeah, you
Or
can
is
use
it
it
just-
before or after. Any
Cool,
time
cool.
during
So
the challenge. Yeah.
I'll beat. That's a 1. That's unfortunate.
And then you still get your draw. So
Yeah, I'm gonna draw 2 to
you
beat
could even
that.
flatten
Actually,
it with time slow. Use some power as your Mega
I'm
Man.
just
Your
gonna-
abilities that you get to use these more. So use them more.
Fine. I'll time slow stack. No, that's a lie. No, wait. This is okay. Fine, I'll just time slow on it. Scammed, Brad. You scammed me.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
I'm just gonna draw 2 on this then.
Okay.
1.
I'm gonna pull this card over
2.
so everyone can see what we're doing.
Right. Yeah. My
All right.
bad.
And then you have one left to beat the
Right.
2 at the end.
I'll just draw 3 for this. 1.
You're just gonna go through
2.
it because okay.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to rest before
And
fighting
then rest again and
Gutsman
inflict more robot masters on us. Why not?
Right.
Okay.
That's just fine.
So Marco is raising the game difficulty again. Let's see. Whoop. Wow, it's incredible that these are not exploding.
It's you don't have to be good if you're lucky. You don't have to be good if you're lucky.
I see.
I'm gonna go stamp a plus on something.
Go for it. Well, while you do that, we'll go ahead and move on to Josh.
All right.
Right,
So I'm gonna
sure.
fight Oil Man. It's got 3 parts,
Okay.
and he discards the lowest number, like a bunch of the stages. And so I'm gonna draw 4 for the first part
Okay.
to be completely safe. 2, 3, 4.
So remember,
And
you
he
lose
discards
all of your
Eddie.
lowest numbers, so you're going to lose all of
Yeah,
the
I lose
Eddies.
Eddie.
Yeah, and that'll give you 4, which
Yeah.
is a clear.
That'll give me 4, which is good. So got that.
And you could
And-
rush Marine those 2 1s back into your deck if you wanted to at this point.
No. Oh, because I still got a bunch of 3s and 2s left, so I'll
Okay.
save.
Chat agrees with me, Brad.
What?
So I'm gonna go 4
You
again
don't have to be good if you're lucky.
Yeah.
for the next part. Because I ideally I want to combo Oil's power with Rush Marine, so he discards these 1s. I beat him, and then I shuffle these
Well,
2 and
Josh,
this
also
3.
remember you
Yeah,
can't have 2 of the same symbol power. So,
All right.
Yeah.
so
So
when
now-
you get Oil Man, you have to get rid of Rush Marine. Is my point.
Oh,
Or get
no.
rid of Oil Man.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
But for right now, I can use Rush Marine and shuffle these 2 back. My deck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you
It
can.
might hit my 4, but that's a risk I'm willing to take for 3 and 5. So the last part is 5. I'm gonna draw 5 just to be safe.
Right.
Because he discards
that.
the lowest still.
Oh.
I don't know.
Let's go
One.
further.
Hit a 1. 1 would be
Oh
nice.
my lord!
Please a 1 or a 3. Thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
this man!
On
Cool.
5, yay, lucky.
You don't have
Total-
to be good
total
if you're
skill.
lucky.
All right.
So I beat Oil Man.
So this is a
Is there a reason I don't get to keep both water? Is that just a balance thing? Or?
So it's a balance. So it's a balance thing where you you have to pick one of these to keep. All right. So first of all, you get
Right.
2 water symbols for just clearing this for beating the boss.
Oil.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever one you scrap will turn into 2 more water symbols.
Right. If I scrap Rush, where does this card go?
It'll
I
just go
assume
to your
it gets
discard pile.
discarded.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna scrap Rush. I think What does Megaman do?
Okay.
Draw a card, stack it. Oh, stacking is a multiplier, right? So
Yes.
it's like in multiplier stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
Except my water symbols are all on my zeros.
That's okay, because it's either, right? You draw a
I'm
card,
gonna
and
get
then you
4
either
more.
stack it or unstack it.
Oh, right.
So it's
So you
pretty
can
And I
flexible.
can
stack
activate a
anything
symbol
on top of your
ability
zero.
Yeah.
Right.
of a.
I mean, like
Wait, what's
like
this challenge
most
ability?
Robot Masters, Oil Man is better than the starter gear.
Activate the symbol ability of a card in play.
Yeah.
Right.
So what does that mean?
It
exactly?
will. You can trigger
Values.
these water symbols multiple times. So let's say
right.
you do a
Right,
4
okay.
and you get your
So I can
4
get
with a water
bazillion
symbol.
multipliers or draw bazillion
Yeah.
cards.
You tap it. You put you
Right.
put a card underneath. You can activate this to like do that again and put another card under it, and you can stack really crazy
Cool.
like that.
So let's
Right.
trash rush.
Also
Get-
note that this supersedes the need to tap it. So even if it's already been tapped, you can just proc it again.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's cool.
So for
So,
Trash and Rush,
I'm
you
gonna
get 2
4
more of
water
those.
symbols.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can
And I can apply those to just my discard or any.
anything.
cards in my
Well, your discard right now. If you're gonna reshuffle your deck, then you can just discard the rest of your
I'm
deck.
probably gonna reshuffle my deck. Yeah. So.
Okay, great.
Right, we're
I'll
gonna
draw
explode some
more.
stages.
I'll draw more minions now. Boom.
Oh, that explodes.
Boom.
That
I probably
explodes.
want these symbols on higher numbers because it lets me multiplier the number
And
that
then
has the symbol.
I'll just do that. Okay. Wow. Miraculous.
I'm so amazed at that it explode. So
Yeah.
2 new Robot Masters come out. I'm gonna deal that for you, Brad.
Thanks. Let's see. I want to get some bombs, so I might need to go to a bomb stage. Are there any stages with bombs? Let's see here.
There's a bomb here.
I don't like that. I think I'm going to stick with this one.
Okay.
What happens if you defeat all the Robot Masters without Wily creating enough Robot Master refights to challenge the castle, unlikely as that may be? If that occurs, we'll get to it. Like I said, I'm still Calvin balling this a little bit, so it's going to be, yeah, there are questions which still have no good answer.
Well, the answer to that is you just go back to a stage and then try to summon more robots, right?
I guess, yeah, go beat more Robot Masters, right?
Right. Inevitably, it'll summon enough robots for you.
So this is going to be an 8 difficulty, and I lose points for anything excess I have. I'm going to go ahead and just draw 4 on it. So 1,
Brave
2,
man.
3, and 4. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll activate the cut for 8, 9. I'm going to shield to put one of these back into my deck, and then I will lose a weapon energy for that. So
Exceeding by 1. Yeah,
Yep.
makes sense.
Are
you going to heal up, Brad?
Let's see. Well, first I move 1 space, and I'll replace this. Do I want to heal up? I don't know. I'm kind of the persuasion that like too many, like I don't want to explode because the next column is this one, and I don't want to explode this too quickly.
Okay.
I guess I kind of have to, but if I rest here, it could actually trigger in game if we draw 3 Robot Masters.
Right.
So I'm not going to rest. No, I'm going to stamp +1s on my cards. Or I'm going to stamp my
Right.
cards.
So we're just going to have Josh destroy this stage, right?
I'm going to take an
Essentially
extra
what-
1.
I was gonna go fight a robot master in the middle, but
That works too.
That works too. That's the same.
But it's your
So-
move, Marco.
none of these are ideal for.
Right. I have to fight Gutsman. So, hey, quick question. Now that I'm at this end stage of the nodes,
Yeah.
can I just keep fighting stages, or do I have to fight Gutsman?
You could fight a stage if you wanted to, but it wouldn't get you closer to anything. It would just be to get
Right, so
get stuff.
I'm just gonna fight Gutsman.
All right.
Let's end this Gutsman. To beat a 7, I think I will draw a 4.
And you'll lose weapon energy for each stack you have. So try to
I don't
avoid
plan on stacking. Yeah. I'm gonna do. No, maybe 4 is not good enough. I'm gonna do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
5. That's good enough.
7?
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
No problem.
See, my math is amazing. And then since I know that a lot of the 1s are gone, I could go under, but I think I might as well just go 5 again.
Okay.
1.
That's
Oh well,
6,
that's more than enough to beat
7.
him. 2.
That's a lot more. At least you can keep those in play.
Yeah, so this is the cool thing about my powers that I can just go like boom, boom. I'll just keep these in play to help Josh and
Yeah.
Brad later on.
And then
Um,
pow. All right, so that's
well,
cleared.
I'm gonna keep these here just in case I want to upgrade any of them.
Yeah. So
Um,
here's Gutsman, and yeah, so you can destroy minion tokens now with
Cool.
rock symbols, and you get 2 of those. So there you go.
And I can draw and place a minion token. Oh, that sounds not too great.
Well, it'll give you more.
I'm gonna-
It'll give you more bonus power. So
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just gonna put these on my ones. Then Josh can go.
Okay. I'm gonna fight Time Man
All
up
right.
here with Marco's 2 +3s. I can just draw 2 cards for the first 2 steps and almost guarantee
All right,
Maybe.
go ahead.
first 2 steps.
Who said I was gonna help you?
Those +3s, I would hope so. Those +3s don't get discarded from Time Man, right?
No,
It
they
affects
don't.
They
my
do.
card.
It's your highest numbered
Huh?
card.
They don't. But that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll draw 2 and count on Marco's +3. Yep. So Time Man discards this 3, and then Marco's
Marco,
assist
you
that he's
can-
totally gonna give me.
Fine, I'm gonna give it to
think
you.
that
Just
assist
once.
was
It's
just
the first.
just
No, I'm gonna need it twice.
yeah. I
Strong,
feel like
strong
that assist was
assist. So I'll
taken,
draw-
not given.
I'll draw 2 again and hope that Marco helps me out here.
Well,
He
you
must
can just
hurt-
oil boy.
Yeah, I could.
Well, no, if you only have one card in play, Time Man will discard it, so it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, so I'll hope that I'll ask Marco for help because Time is gonna discard this 1. If he helps me with
Fine.
that 3, okay, cool. So now I have. I'll draw. So his last part is 3. I'm gonna draw 3 cards, I think,
Yeah, sure.
because I've
Makes
got a lot
sense.
of oil symbols, water symbols. 3, perfect. So I
Well,
beat
highest.
Time-
This cards are highest.
Oh, highest, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
same-
You still clear
same
it,
diff,
but
yeah.
yeah.
All right.
So I beat him, and I still have a decent deck left
Yeah,
for
you could clear another
taking
one.
out stages. I don't know about another Roadmaster. So,
All
like Marco said, I don't get anything for right other than delaying the inevitable.
Yeah,
so to
I mean, right now you
Right.
don't. I hadn't
Okay.
planned on anything. I guess like if you want to take a 3, sure. If you want to take a 3 for fighting the middle, then go for it.
Yeah, I'll take a 3. I'll take whatever you want to give me.
Okay.
I'll take whatever. Can I negotiate for a 4?
And then I can apply this to my discard, right?
Yeah.
Or I can save it.
Okay, Brad. On my turn, I'm planning to rest on my turn. But if you go for a hard stage with a bunch of minions on it, I will throw everything in my power to assist you.
That's just one thing, though.
That's fair.
Man, there are not a lot of stages that I want. I want this one, but it's probably too difficult for me.
I can. But you only have 2 cards.
Yeah, I only have 2 cards, so I think I'm gonna have to do this stage. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna spend both of my cards on it. I think this will work. I
Okay.
feel pretty good about this. 1, 2. Oh, and I have the one from the bottom that I bottom decked earlier. Is
Okay,
that
so
really?
you're
Do I
just
want
gonna
to?
say
Do I want to draw it?
it's
That's the real question. I know what it is already from before. Do I want to draw it or not?
Why wouldn't you draw it? I
Why
guess
wouldn't
that's
I
my
draw
question.
it? Because I
Yeah.
could use it with Proto Man to activate the Cut Blade effect and get +2 more.
I mean, sure. I mean, you know what that card was, right? So you know
Yeah.
that getting the +2 is better.
Yeah. But that's about all I can do. I can only generate 5, so maybe I can get 1 assist from you, Marco, and get through this.
Sure. I can't time slow. I can't super arm, so I'm just gonna go. Whoop.
Uh-oh.
Not good enough.
Not good enough.
Josh needs the help.
Josh, throw in a card. Help me out.
All right. Fine.
I helped you all this time.
Thanks.
All right, we just
Jeez.
barely did it with shenanigans. All right,
Yeah.
so I'll step forward the last 2 steps. I'm definitely resting this time.
Okay, you're gonna blow up this stage, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a 3, and I'll put a bomb on it. Why not?
Yeah.
This
Bomb.
is this is probably not gonna end too well. All right,
I love how Brad's like,
boom.
You'll
Wow,
give me a better
actually
robot
okay,
master
and
fight
boom.
against.
All right, so
So we get 2.
yeah,
double
2 more
explosions.
Cool.
pop
Please
out.
care about water symbols.
Okay, I'll help you with the minion upkeep.
Thanks.
Oh, you already did it.
Yeah.
I'll just do the stage upkeep then.
Yep, there we go. All right. We're getting pretty close to the end game.
Yeah.
And so 2 of those exploded, so 2 more robots are out.
Come out.
Okay.
Okay, I don't have enough to take on Gutsman, so I should probably. And the next thing that's gonna fill up is this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this we're pretty safe here.
Yeah.
So, can I count on both of you guys for assists, or just Josh? Just Josh.
No, I'll
Yeah, I guess.
assist.
I mean,
I'll do whatever
if I
I
assist
need
you
to
more,
do.
I'm gonna shuffle my deck.
Oh, you okay? Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm for the first one. I'm gonna dedicate. So I'm gonna take on this stage
Okay.
because
So this
I'm planning to
is-
rest this turn.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do 1. Is 1 good?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
do
sure,
1 and then
1.
count on your assists.
All
So
right.
that's a 2. I only need a 1.
Okay. I will throw 1. There's a 1. Great.
Oh wait,
Great.
no, that's not a 2 because I would lose. Well, yeah, I'll just lose this one.
Yeah.
So I'll only have 1 card left for the last
Okay.
challenge.
Go ahead.
Right. And
Right.
okay.
Easily defeated.
Yeah.
Godlike.
Sadly,
All
I can't keep it in play because it would kill me.
Yep. Okay, cool. So that's
Well,
clear.
unless Protoman wants to.
You didn't actually,
Proto
Marco, you
Shield?
didn't actually pick where you're going. I guess I'll just put you on the select man stage here.
Yeah, sure. Electman, fine. Sorry. Brad, quick question. Can you Proto Shield me so that I can keep this in play?
No, I have to do it before you
Dang.
start the encounter. It's
Okay.
a before effect, so you have to do it before you.
Oh, it's a
you
before,
start.
all right.
Yeah, before you commit anything else.
Okay, I'm just gonna go put a time symbol on my things, and
All right, your move, Josh.
And
Let's
rest.
fight more robot
did
masters.
you summon the minions?
I guess
Did you
I'm
summon
gonna
the
try-
minions?
Oh, I didn't summon minions for your rest. Oh, and they're gonna go.
Wait, we're
here.
placing them here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wow!
Maybe
Yep.
not.
Oh, terrible.
There
So I
might be
have
an
to
even
beat a
better robot
master
master
with
for you to
7
fight.
cards in my deck. No, it's not. What do they do? Lose 1 for each face-up card you haven't played beyond 3. Not terrible. My 4's still in my deck, so that's actually not awful.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go start fighting robot masters now.
Yeah, sure. I'll fight.
Fireman.
This fireman here. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start by drawing 3
Okay.
because I got all these oil powers and I won't trigger their effect.
All right.
Okay, so that's 5. I do need 1 more.
Yeah.
Someone can assist me.
So sorry, Brad. Where are we placing?
Huh? What do you mean? Where are we placing?
Because for example, I want a super arm. It says draw and place a minion token.
You place it where you want to place it.
Cool. I'm gonna super arm a minion. It's
Right,
a
so that's
3.
power.
I'll just put it in the rows that seem less. Okay, and
Okay.
so you beat it, Josh.
All right. So I do the next one, which I will also draw 3 for.
Oh,
All right.
all right.
Yeah, no, I figured it would be no problem.
Okay. Get
So I
Shrek.
do them.
All right.
I'm gonna take another 3 because we agreed that was a thing earlier.
Mhm.
So I can combine these for cards too. Combine these and get a 5.
You could combine those and get a 5. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get a 5.
All right. Let's do.
I'm gonna shuffle my deck.
You are okay.
Well, actually, I don't have to yet. I can wait.
Well, you can. You should do it now. Go ahead. All right.
All right.
And then this will go blah
That explodes.
and give us another Robot Master. So we pretty much have to fight Robot Masters nonstop now.
Right.
But I could fight Bomb Man and get a new power. No, I'll go ahead and fight. I'm going to fight this Bomb Man here.
We're gonna fight this other bomb.
Yeah, I'm going to go fight this other Bomb Man first. So I'm going to shield through that effect because it's pretty gnarly. And
Right, it's disgusting.
let's go. I'll just commit 3. Or let's do 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And I beat it on the first card. I should not have gone so deep. I'll shield again, and I'll just do 2 this time. 1, 2. I'll Proto Man this, or I'll shield this back into my deck, and then I will spend 1 weapon energy and cut symbol for 5.
Okay, beat him.
Yep.
Cool. Are you gonna rest?
No, I've still got 5 cards left.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go fight Gutsman, and for my first one, I'm gonna draw 4. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
it's like Mondo defeated.
Well,
Oh, I guess.
okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep all of these.
All right. Good job, Marco. You clear it. Deleted. All right. So now you can take on the main challenges.
Yeah, Gutsman.
The board says 6,
defeated.
but it's 4. Once. Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah. Defeat 4 Robot Masters to go through the main castle. So if we clear these 3 challenges, we win.
So if each of us can just throw our deck at each stage.
Yeah.
Right. So
I think we're at a point where our decks can probably generate numbers like 18 and 21 and 24. So.
Yeah, I certainly have enough symbols to do the last one.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and your waters are even bonus power. So.
But unfortunately, it's my turn, right?
It is your turn now. Yeah.
So I have to take on this one, or just beat another Robot Master.
yeah, you could just fight another Robot Master.
Oh yeah, I need to take my +3.
Is there like a... What do I do if I don't want to do anything?
If you don't want to do anything, then you rest and deal at 3, or you... I mean, there's not a great mechanic for, like, let's just pass our turn in this game.
I'll just fight the 18, I guess.
Yeah, just fight the 18, man.
Yeah, you can do it.
You among all of us could probably do it because you can snap.
Yeah.
Nobody is really optimized for this space. So.
Josh is because Josh can snap.
Yeah, I've got
right?
tokens of
Yeah.
multipliers. So let's see. If my average is a little slightly higher. It's probably like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So yeah, I'll just draw 7 because I
Yeah,
can
just
do it
blow
twice.
out this thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blow out. I might even be able to do it without using my multiplier, but we'll see. No, I'm gonna have to use my multiplier. That's fine.
Yeah.
11,
Oh well.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to activate
15, so I
this
just
one,
need 2 more.
you draw
Well, I
a
can
card.
just activate the 3.
Well,
doesn't
okay.
matter.
So yeah, if you activate
Yeah,
3,
I
you draw a
multiply
card and you
either of
choose to multiply.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I win.
All right.
Yay! You did it.
So that's that. Yeah, no problem. I think
Alright.
you got this easy. Especially that last one.
Yeah.
which is
So what do I
weak
get
as
for
water.
beating that?
Do
I get anything for
here,
doing
have
that?
a 4.
Okay, cool.
I love this Calvin ball.
I'm putting hard work into
You
these
defeated
things.
Dr. Wily.
I
Now,
wanna
why do you want a reward? The reward,
Because I got 2 more
is
Dr. Wileys.
the peaceful world we get to go back to after all this.
The peaceful world. The real reward was the friends we made
Alright.
along.
Now I'm gonna
the
fight
way.
this. Now I'm gonna fight this.
Other bomb man.
This
Wait,
other
because
bomb
I'm on
man.
this first stage. Does that, Brad? You could go to the 21 if you to, or am
Yeah,
only
no,
I
he
Yeah,
has
I
to
can
go
go.
to the
Any of us
21,
can go to the stages that it's been unlocked.
the next one? Okay.
Yeah. Can I really beat that? Sure. I'll throw 1 card at it. Wop. Okay, it's Eddie. Marco, throw me a card, quick.
Sure.
Or just use Gutsman.
It's a 1. Sorry.
Oh no! All right, so we're at 4 total. I'm gonna
You're gonna have
Proto
to
Man
fuck it, man.
for +2 power with the rolling cutter. All right,
Alright, cool.
and then
I mean, that was a 0.
it was a 0, yeah. So I'll draw 1 for his second form. Hup.
So watch it be a
It's
3.
a 1.
Okay.
Oh, and the 3 is on the bottom of my deck. Yeah, so I don't want to use that because I'll die. Let's see. Okay, so I
I
will
could
die
throw
unless
some
somebody
minions.
does something. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can
You'd have to
assist.
throw a 4
Sorry,
though.
it only counts your.
Yeah. The only way this
No,
would
I mean
work.
Josh and I could just do one each.
The
Right?
only way this would work is if both of you had assisted.
Fine, better not hit my other symbol. Okay,
Right.
cool.
All right.
I have a 1.
And that's
too.
a total of 4.
Oh,
so
no.
so I still get defeated. All right. So poof. All right, great. Somebody got defeated.
Wait, wait,
What?
wait.
Oh, it was stacked.
It was stacked.
Oh, there's like 3 cards there. Oh, wow. Okay.
Right. So you could just rolling cutter it.
Whoops. Yeah. Well, let me like just play it legit. I said I was going to draw 1. There's 1. All right. And
Okay, there you beat him.
Yeah. Do I? Oh, yeah, because I'll rolling cutter.
Yeah,
like
just
that.
just
And then I
rolling cutter.
lose my 1.
There you
Okay. All right. I totally did that legitimately.
go. If you beat Wily, you find out that Wily was in another castle.
That's what happens in
Wrong
Mega Man
game, guys.
4. All right.
Is that
let's see.
really what happens in Mega Man 4?
Kind of. I mean, you beat Cossack, and then you find out Wily's really behind everything. Shocker.
Oh, big freaking shock, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So
So the next thing that's gonna populate is this.
Yep. Let's put some bombs in my deck.
Sure. I'm gonna go
Bombs,
fight this stage and clear some minions because I plan to heal at the end of this turn, and I don't think I'm strong enough to beat any of the robot masters in the stage.
Okay. And I rested up, and so now I'm ready to take on that 24 at the end of the castle.
Right. I can't take on the 21. I only have 7 cards in my deck.
I might be able
You
to.
got this, Josh. Go for it.
Actually,
I only have 1 water symbol left.
my turn. What are you?
What, Marco?
I know, go
you're
ahead,
dead
Marco.
to
I'm
us.
just getting ready. I'm mentally
Right.
preparing to lose against that 21.
Do you guys think I could handle Iceman? I think I'll just go fight Iceman.
I think you could beat Iceman, no problem.
Right. So I'm gonna draw 3.
All right.
Yeah. 1. That's not looking good.
3. That
Yikes.
works. Yeah. That's exactly 6.
No.
That's exactly 8, Marco.
Okay, and then I lose 2 because I exceed. But I'm just gonna keep this and then beat the 6.
And beat the
people.
6,
Yeah.
like ace it. Okay. Cool. Yeah, Time Man's so strong.
Time Man broken, dude. Okay, I'm gonna go rest and then populate
That's- yeah,
these
third
minion
row there.
piles. Well, that explodes. So that just
And,
negated whatever I did on my turn.
All your good works are undone.
No, it's okay. That was the goal, right? I technically
here's
just
a-
wanted
have
to
a
pass
3.
my turn. No, I don't want the 3. What else can I get?
You can get a
Can
plus
I get a
3.
plus 3?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, go ahead, Josh. Show
Okay, so
this
I'm gonna
21 what's up.
I have 7 cards in my deck. I'm actually going to draw 6 and hope that last card
And-
isn't my water symbol so I can multiplier with it.
So for all of our friends at home, I actually am out of Robot Master rematch cards, so I'm just not activating this right now. But rest assured that I would if.
Multiplier.
So you get to look at the card and then decide which one you want to stack.
Yeah, a 6 it's times 2, right?
Yeah.
For each.
Yeah,
So you want to like
five,
stack
six.
this
better.
one.
Oh, I can do either way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oil
right.
Man lets you do either way.
Okay. That's nuts. Okay, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I need 5 left.
Fighting the 21. I can help. I have a bunch of assists.
Here,
you'll be
I'll
fine.
do it. I'll do it with one card. Discard a card from play plus 4 power. Hyper Bomb.
Okay. I still need more. That's a net gain of 3.
Yeah.
So I need.
You lose 1 weapon energy, right? No, it's the other one. You use
Yeah.
the other
So
one.
you're currently at
Okay,
10, 14, 18,
I'm at
19.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I need 2 more, Marco.
Okay, so I'm just gonna play a card from the top of my deck. I think.
Yeah.
Or you
Because
could
I think
guts,
that's better
you
than trying.
than trying to throw.
No, the
throw
super
things at
arm
it.
is like 1 in 3 chance, right?
It's 2 and 3, kind of.
Right, 2 and 3, right?
Yeah.
But I think my deck has way more 2s, 3s, and whatevers than. So yeah, I'm just gonna go
All right,
2.
nice.
There you go.
Cool.
All right.
I did it, and I get another. What was that again?
4.
Another 4.
Another 4. Cool.
I mean,
I'm gonna shuffle my deck
here,
though.
here,
so-
Josh. Boom.
Oh.
Enjoy.
Whoa. I don't need that many. Are you gonna take on the 24?
Yeah, I'm gonna take on the 24.
Is Wiley
I mean, I'm
in
gonna
Legend?
shuffle my deck. Though, so.
Is Wiley what?
Wiley in Mega Man Legend?
No, I don't think he is.
Okay.
I gotta get these 5s.
Sorry about that.
I gotta shuffle so I can assist you.
All right, and then I think that this one is no, this one is the next one due to get minions when you rest.
Okay, safe.
Yeah.
I'll keep one of those 5s, assuming that you meant to give me one of them.
Oh yeah, that's right. There is a
I
Wiley.
knew this
There's
was
a
one
Wiley
card.
reference in Legends, but it's not truly Wiley.
Oh my god. Chat. The comedic timing in chat is the best. I can do this with one card. Immediately does do it.
All right.
It's true.
Well, since I'm on this 24, I'm gonna go ahead and draw 7.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assist you whenever you need it.
I'm just gonna assist you immediately, yeah, because
Well, wait to see what I get.
and do my water symbols count towards the bonus +3? If I get a water
Yes,
symbol?
they do. As long as they're face
sweet.
up at the end. Yeah.
So this actually is a pretty good instance where you want me to assist you before you do anything.
You could
Because if I hit my Eddie, you just get a +6 outright.
pretty much. Well, go ahead, give it a
It's
throw.
okay, we just need
we're
to
all
beat
gonna
one
go all
challenge,
in on
so-
this. 'Cause-
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
10.
That's
There's a
10. Okay.
How's 10 do you?
10 does just fine.
Is that good enough?
Let me see what I've
Carrying
actually.
this
What's my
entire
actual
group.
total here? So, 5
4.
plus. So sorry. Don't 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 plus 6 is 20, 22, 32. Let's just go ahead and because I used those. I'm gonna spend 1, 2,
We did it.
3,
Stop,
4,
he's already
5
dead.
weapon energy for Cutman, and get 10 more.
Wait.
So 42. And
have a
Marco
+1
contributes
for
1.
me, yes.
All right. And we just,
Teamwork.
teamwork.
Annihilate Wiley. This is actually the fastest iteration we've
Bam.
had yet.
There we go.
So
And then Mets fall from the ceiling. All right.
that's
Cool.
that's totally how the stage goes. This
So-
has been the fastest iteration yet, Brad. I
Yeah.
like it.
So that took
What was
us.
that, like an hour 15-ish?
It was an hour 15-ish, yeah. So let me just record our playtime here.
Overkill times 100. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And this was 4:35 to 5:49. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm gonna tab over to our notes.
Discussion table.
Oh, yeah, but it's weird how it's like showing my my streaming. Just a second. I'm gonna
All right.
deal with some technical difficulties here again. And
There
we go, that's much better. so this is the rule book. And
will the stage actually drop confetti in the real game, Brad?
and who knows? It's anybody's guess.
Wacky.
Crazy, right? So here we are. So the and folks at home, feel free to chime in. But I'm going to go through my post game routine here and record all of our data from the game on stream. So
Sure.
let's talk about this. So minion tiles. Minion tiles were placed by the game's plot. Each minion tile raised the difficulty of each challenge in the stage. That worked out pretty well, right? Pretty easy.
I
Right.
liked how it interacted with the center bird, with the putting the rope. Turns out the numbers are a little arbitrary. They definitely it's just harder, but sometimes they just made them too hard. I guess when they're too hard, they crash.
Yeah.
And turn into robots.
That's the idea, is that if they do get
So-
too hard, they self-remove.
Right.
And we just need a little token or something like, a placard, like a Dr. Wily figure to stand on the, right side of the table here and tell us where the minions drop out. So to make a note, so I think this was good, but needs clearer rules for where the minions come
drop,
out.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing I found that was a little bit inconsistent was
Yeah.
I guess this is just playtest Marco complaining, but um, this one let me choose, but this one didn't let us choose, despite them being worded the same way.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
kind of weird.
Well, this, yeah, that definitely, yeah. People can't see the screen anymore. They can only see my notes. So you're talking about Gutsman. Gutsman let you choose where to place it, and the Dr. Wily effect on the Wily board did not.
Right.
That,
Despite
yeah,
them
just
saying
needs,
the word place,
yeah, that
right?
just needs an update to the Dr. Wily board once we settle on the final effect for that.
Right.
So
Spawn, build,
yeah,
whatever.
something. What I really need to figure out is how they come out in as well. But let's talk about the big change:
Like,
stage cards. Okay. So there are three proofs that we have for stage cards. So did this provide some agency in moving through the stages? Did you feel like you were more in
Yes,
control of your path?
absolutely.
Okay.
so I think the biggest innovation here is actually the black box with the arrows. I think that's like the best part because if you just take the right black box ones, you can just breeze through a stage. Like I beat Gutsman in 2 turns. Heck yeah, right?
Yeah, because you
That's
got
great.
that because you got that really difficult stage and you managed to power through it.
Yeah, and I got to hang back and get a bunch of cards back to beat Oil Man with, so that was nice.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's one thing that is interesting about this is how we were able to build different decks that worked really effectively with our powers. Like Josh slow played it and built this really consistent Oil Man deck, and I, built a like the Proto Man Cut Man deck. I probably didn't need to go for Bomb Man, but it would give a ton of consistency to do that.
Right.
And then Marco had this good support deck with the time slows that just like always, you could do large stretches of stage without any issue.
Right. Right. But I wasn't good at killing bosses, right? So like all I
Well, you
could do
did
was
pretty well
actually
against Iceman there.
right. No, but what I mean, it's like I can't beat the Wily stages because they're too high for my deck. Because my
Yeah.
deck is just defeat them. So all I'm doing is just supportive roles, right? Which is really cool. I like that, right? Like we each ended up having specializations,
Yeah.
so that was really cool to me.
So when your turn comes around and you are looking at the stages, are you excited to pick a stage and try and clear it?
I am
Sure.
I mean,
ultimately I
do you feel like, oh, I'm going to get something? Like this is a cool thing to do and not a
right.
slog.
So
I mean,
it's sorry, Josh,
so,
go.
like you said, it's kind of based on. It's right. So I'm excited to get the rewards attached to the stage. So yes, I guess.
Okay.
Actually, the big thing here that I think also helps this is that the minions now interact with the stages in this way. So in a way that affects your choice, right? Because there might be a stage that you want to do, but you can't do it because there's too many minions there. Or in fact, you might want to do a stage precisely because there's too many minions there and you don't want it to crash, right?
Both of those
So
things happened to me during this game. Yeah.
right. So I that makes choosing the stages more interesting and by default now a choice, right? As opposed to like, here's the next freaking ladder I have to climb to beat this stage and get to the robot master. At least here you can like accelerate through the stage. You essentially fight as many stages as you want to instead of
Yeah.
having to like slog through the stages every single turn, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah. And the last question is a little bit more uh, wobbly, but were the stages evocative? Like when I saw the slippery stage, I'm like, oh, that's the slippery effect that makes me lose if I go over. And
right.
you see the
So
conveyor belt effect, and you're
the
like, oh, that's the
fire,
one where I lose a card, my
right?
highest card from play.
And fire is the one where your cards essentially get -1s on them,
Yeah.
right? Um, yeah, I think that those are recurring themes that you essentially stole from your old Robot Master stages, right?
Yeah,
Um,
basically, like the fireman stage cards have fireman's attack effect on them.
right.
And so
Old attack effect, not this current one, right?
yeah, not his current one, his old one.
Right.
And that's kind of how those worked out. And the idea being that um, I think that this works pretty well. I think that in the next iteration we'll have things like cards that have really good rewards and no advances on them, like so like optional paths basically, or we might
Oh,
even
that's
have
cool.
mini bosses that have that do other kinds of effects or give you unique things. The other thing is we could have like the collectible plates, like the RUSH and BEAT, and when you get like four of those among all the players, then cool things happen.
That's also interesting. Chat's saying something that I really think is important to note here.
Plus one to
I
what Marco
love
is
that.
saying. Yeah.
No. The other one, the one after that. That this cuts out the shop middleman, right? Like we don't need to count bolts anymore. Blah
Yeah.
blah blah. The card just says get this thing, and I think that makes gameplay much faster because it pairs down the choices for the player, right? Like the player doesn't go, okay, so how much money do I have? 15. All right, how much can I buy with 15?
Yeah.
Like in this version, we were just like, boom, I want to take this card, bam, get my time symbol, bam, your turn. Right? Like it was much faster.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Yeah, I think that this worked out pretty good, and it'll give us a lot of room to create cool challenges too that make the gameplay more unique. We definitely need more minion tokens. We ran out of these, so I'm gonna just make a note of that.
Do we have a way to? I guess this might be making the game too complicated, but like, is what happens when we just get bad stage draws?
That is.
Oh, can you flush the
Yeah,
stage?
I don't have a way to do that just yet, and so let me add that.
Because with 90 stage cards, we could just draw all like +3 stages and get bodied pretty hard.
Or even worse, you just draw a bunch of stages with symbols that none of you need.
That's
Like-
pretty
I mean,
unlikely.
You always get pluses,
Yeah, there's
right?
always numbers on the stage.
There's always numbers. Okay, so make sure that when we design stages, they always have numbers.
Yeah.
At least, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of the cool thing here is that these are actually things that were already present in the previous version, like a lot of the stage choice and going through the stages. But I think the reframing in and of itself makes it feel like the player has more agency, despite the fact that they technically don't have as much agency. So that's really interesting, and I like that.
You think there isn't as much agency in it?
No, sorry. I think that there is at least as much, if not more, agency. But really, the big factor is the fact that you reframe it in such a way that the agency is more apparent to the player.
Yeah, like it's more about what do I get than about what do I have to overcome.
Right, because in the old versions, you could choose like how many nodes you'd go through, which inherently means that you get more rewards. Blah blah blah. But because of the fact that the game literally puts you on a trap, you feel like your choices are limited, despite the fact that you have a lot of choice.
You still,
but in this one,
you don't have any choice except to move forward. The only thing you control is how much do I move forward, and this gives you a lot of ways to go forward.
Right. In this one, it's still technically the same. You're just choosing how much you want to go forward, and stages with more forward symbols on them tend to be harder, right? So it's kind of like the same. But the reframing in and of itself actually makes it feel like you have more agency, which I wasn't expecting, because we were talking about this on Discord, right? And I'm like, this is just a reframing. It doesn't actually give you that much more agency. But now that I've actually played it, I will agree that it makes you feel like you have more agency, which at the end of the day is the point, right? Like, games are all about tricking the player.
Well, let's move forward to some of the less obvious questions that I still have to clear out before I can go get dinner. So we fought a few robot masters. The robot masters now have effects that are like after you do a thing, then this other thing happens, and they do something to you. Do robot masters feel more antagonistic with that paradigm, or did you not really notice much of a difference between the new and the old robot masters?
I mainly fought robot masters with the ongoing powers, but like everything felt really mean. Like when I looked at which robot certified, I was like, man, these guys are really mean. Okay. I can't even fight any of them without losing my whole deck, right?
Okay.
It's a little awkward, right? That everything kind of I guess maybe it's clean that everything kind of boils down to weapon. You're right. Like most of the robots just say lose weapon energy in some kind of paradigm.
Well, yeah. I mean, lose weapon energy is the take
the
damage. Is take
cards,
damage in this game, right?
Yeah.
You die when you run out of your deck, and so what the robot masters are doing is they're running you out of your deck faster.
Right.
But yeah,
it's just how how many robot masters can you make that give you different variants of weapon energy use
Uh,
as far as power?
you might
Right?
be
Because the only
surprised.
things we could lose are upgrades. We could lose upgrades too, I
Yeah, there
guess.
are a couple that burn upgrades in like Mega Man 2 and such. I mean, I'll make more now that we feel like the paradigm's working. But do you think this challenge level is sufficient for Robot Masters? I feel like we got to a point where the original, like we were clearing stages real easy, and the Robot Masters were actually easier than the stages, and so we were just blowing through them.
Right.
I
I
thought they were
think
pretty hard.
There wasn't really
You
a
see,
question of failure.
right. See, I think the thing about here is that we did not die once this entire game, right?
Well, we would
But it
have
was
died.
always close,
There were
right?
yeah,
Like,
there were a couple times we would have died if somebody didn't do an assist, right?
Right, but you expect that, right? But granted, you and I, Brad, have played this version and kind of quote unquote know
Yes, we are the
enough about
best
the game.
Mega Man board game remaster players in the world right now.
Right, exactly.
So it's difficult to talk too much about difficulty level. But what did you think, Josh?
I mean, every time, I, I guess that's the thing, right? You're not gonna fight a robot master unless you think you can beat them. So the fact that you're attempting all means you're likely going to beat them. But I did feel like I had risk of losing the number I chose. I had to go over in my head a couple times every time I drew from my deck. So it's a little awkward, right? Because why would I fight it if I'm not going to beat it? So what are the chances of me actually losing? I decide to fight a robot master. I think the sense of loss was always there. Every time I fought a robot, sorry, I always had to overcompensate on my draws.
The sense of loss was
their
always there.
effects.
Josh Van Lanningham, 2020.
Don't report on that.
Sorry, it was too good to pass up.
But because every robot master is a deck check, right?
Yeah,
Do you have enough
right.
cards in your deck? Are your numbers on your deck high enough, or your symbols enough to beat robot master?
yeah,
And a couple times we almost here's how we know that it was hard, right? We almost overflowed on robot masters like 2 or 3 times,
yeah.
and
I
it
thought
forced
the
us to fight
pacing
them
was good.
or auto
Yeah.
lose.
I
So-
think I think what I might cut this dashboard down to 6 slots, and that would make it a little bit more because like with 7 slots,
I needed 7.
that's what I
so
mean. Like
but-
with 7 slots, you don't really have to do much optimization. You don't have to take many risks. You could always just draw 7. But if we
You just
cut you
split.
down to 6
Right.
or even to 5, you would really have to, be confident in your deck.
I mean,
Right.
well, that's the thing, right? You would still just draw 5, and then the game would go. You would lose. It's the same thing if you had 7, right?
Yeah. Well, if the
It's
game
just now
goes, you
instead of my deck
lose.
running out.
Yeah. But if the game goes, you
After
lose.
2
You have to take some damage. Put some cards in your discard, and then you can draw
Right.
over some of the old ones and try again. So you could, you can make multiple runs of it.
I mean, I suppose it's worth testing. It's easy enough to bring the slots back
Right.
if you
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah. I guess also we might be slightly biased here because you and Josh both built decks that stacked power on individual cards, right?
I'd say mine
I mean,
was
I
more
didn't see
about
that
having
happen
a
until the
lot in
last
play.
stage, really.
Yeah.
No, right? Because you technically were able to because every card you had in play was essentially a cut symbol times 2, right?
Yeah.
Like you technically were able to do that, but also I don't know, because it seems like the only reason we won that was because Josh plucked his 4 that was a 10, right?
I mean, we won this with 42 against 24. Mario, we smashed the final stage.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think that the Robot Masters probably need some kind of buff in the same way
Shouldn't these guys just have higher numbers?
probably
Like the rematch.
Yeah.
The rematch master.
I probably will
be
just
stronger than-
make the rematches have a little bit more in terms of number.
I was gonna say the numbers felt pretty right. When I every time I took Robot Master in the center, I pretty much had to use my whole deck to beat them. So if you make
Yeah.
them any high, I just won't have enough deck to beat them.
That's the thing. Like but when you with your whole deck, victory is kind of assured. I don't know.
Right.
I want to make it a little bit.
I mean,
just a little
that's
bit
the point,
more
right? I don't-
like, ugh, will I do it or not?
Mhm.
A little bit more uncertain.
Yeah.
But yeah. well, let's
I
keep
like this. I
going
feel
down.
like we're yeah, sure.
Utility weapons. So we started with some utility weapons. Josh dished the Rush Marine. Proto Shield was useful pretty much the whole game. Beat Call was really useful early game, but you kind of abandoned it in the late game. How
Right.
did
So I
our
think
utility
Proto
weapons
Shield is
feel?
broken. I think Proto Shield is broken. I think Beetle's at the right level for what they should be. They should feel useful early on to get you rolling, but as you get into the late game, you go like, my robot masters are just better than this, right? But like Proto Man essentially just dominated your whole
The
deck. So
Proto
I'm not
Shield
sure.
I think is I don't know if it's too good, but it's certainly brain dead. It's like, oh, this is hard. I'll Proto Shield, and now it's easy.
Right, but more than that, right? Like
Yeah.
Well,
you're
it's more like now it's doable, right? Some of the time.
Sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Proto Shield was just like I don't know. But maybe it's just Proto Shield, right? I
Maybe.
felt like the weapon I got was
But
fine.
you
I
felt
felt
like
like
Beat
Joshua.
Call was pretty good, and Rush Marine seemed like uh,
Rush Marine wasn't great. Um, I don't have enough symbols at the start game to draw less in hopes of hitting Rush. Right? I just have to play it safe, draw the correct number to beat a state.
yeah.
So Rush Marine really doesn't do anything, like ever. The return card, the bounce card effect is cool, the left effect, but the symbol effect wasn't that great.
Yeah. The
Right.
draw 3
But I
just
like the bounce effect.
is not reliable
They
enough.
use the bounce effect to some cool stuff. Like when I comb that with Oil Man, I felt really good. That I
Yeah.
got to use
Yeah,
the
you were
stage
able to
power.
roll you were able to like upcycle it into Oil Man into making a really consistent Oil Man deck, which
Right.
was a cool way to
Oh
play
no,
it.
I meant before I beat Oil, and because he had that discard the lowest number, which lets me like rush in the
Your high cards
really high
back into the
cards
decks.
back into my
Yeah.
deck, which was cool. But yes, also it let me make a really good Oil Man
Yeah.
deck, which is cool.
Right, you transitioned into the oil.
So were the utility weapons still necessary in this setup? Like do you,
Yeah.
it's still good to have something to start with.
Oh yeah, it gives you direction and it makes you feel cool, right?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just have to not be strong. Also, I think my bad. I don't think Proto Shield is broken. I think Proto Man is broken.
Oh,
The
Proto
best-
Man. Yeah, this probably needs to be like a once per turn effect.
Right. Because it's just like, hey, every card in my deck just has every freaking symbol I ever
Yeah.
want. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh god. All right.
Okay, so for the minor plot, the like placing minions on the stages, that worked pretty well, but I need to
Track better, like where they go.
track where the minions come out.
Right.
Okay.
I also like the
Did
fact that
you-
it doesn't give you zeros anymore. Can I just say that? I love that. I love
What?
that you don't get zeros.
Oh, that you
anymore.
don't get zeros in your deck? Yeah.
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 I hate it when so we played the version before this, and I
yeah.
hated that it
We actually
diluted
didn't do
my
that.
deck every time I decided to rest. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
For the minions, did you want like a tracker that like moves, or did you want a rule just says put a minion on the stage with the least amount of minions? And if it's high,
No, I think I want it to like cycle around
okay.
over time.
Like a Dr.
Yeah.
Wily figurine or something.
So maybe a Dr. Wily figurine or something would be the way to do it. Something
Fastest
that
ability is the same.
something that rotates them around.
Right. Sorry, chat was asking a question. I just answered
Oh,
it.
base's ability, yeah.
It's the same.
So once per challenge, yeah, he can either draw a card or flip a card back to the deck. So you can be a lot more aggressive or a lot more conservative with this character. If you,
Right.
well, I say this character, but I'm not showing the board, so I'll just tap back to it. Yeah. So there's base. Yeah.
Right. You have more questions, Brad?
Let's see. I think we didn't test out different difficulties. Symbol abilities still worked great. So
Symbol abilities are like the best here. Oh, by the way, I love the change you made that lets you put two of the same symbol
Yeah.
ability and then tap it for both of them. So Josh abused that so much this game. So
Oh yeah, that was that felt. I just felt that felt intuitive, right? I just
Yeah.
assumed
Right.
that's how it worked. So
okay.
that's cool.
Yeah, we didn't play. Yeah, we didn't play with different difficulty levels, but I did make some, some difficulty levels, which are kind of like Covenant levels in Monster Train, or like you as an individual player select your difficulty level, and then
Right.
and then that affects you for the rest of the game.
So it's stuff like you start with a 0 in your deck,
Yeah, you start
or
with more zeros. You have to
Or like
like
choosing to start with a robot master instead of like a basic
you start.
power.
Yeah, so if you want to play casual, you would set up just like we did. Normal difficulty, you would get two more zeros into your deck. Tough difficulty, you would spend. You'd have to spend every time you receive an assist. And then at the like the mega difficulty, you lose 3 cards as soon as you rest. So there's already uncertainty built into your deck from the reshuffle.
oh man,
We can try those on a later turn. I think the next game we play, Marco, me and you need to like go up a difficulty level or two.
yeah.
So yeah, so symbol abilities worked. We didn't really experience much failure, but so I think that yeah. But when you do fail, you activate Wily Plot, and then you get a free reshuffle. So it's you do the second one, like the what there's a major and a minor plot. The minor one is putting out minions. The major one spawns more robot masters. So if one of us died, we would spawn robot masters.
AJ is asking, do the difficulty stack? Assuming they're like ascensions, yes. So if you're going for mega difficulty, you have a bunch of zeros.
You spend. You have to spend to get assists, and you lose 3 cards at the start of each reshuffle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So they're cumulative. Sounds crazy, Brad.
Yeah, and then you get 2 upgrade cards with the robot master. That worked. You immediately move to a new stage. We didn't do that, but we were supposed to do that. So
Sorry, why do we need to immediately move to a new stage?
you don't have to in this one. It doesn't make as much sense, but it's nice for your figure to be somewhere in the world at all times.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And then if and in a final version, we would probably respawn more robot masters to fill the void.
Right. I
Because
also
that's
like.
cool.
I'm not sure if you have this as a question, but I like the fact that resting can be chosen to be done at the end of your turn, as opposed to taking an entire turn to rest.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
the fast
I
rest.
like that.
I don't think I actually
Right, fast
noted
rest.
that, but let me just go ahead and put that in here.
Yeah, because I remember playing a version of this wherein I had to spend my turn to rest, and it just felt like everybody got their robot masters like 20 minutes before I did.
Yeah,
Oh, the game is way faster, right? Like super faster, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Because I got the full placards. So. Oh, and Josh only had one.
well, Josh, remember Josh scrapped his starter to power up his
Right.
water.
But it's still funny, right? Because Josh scrapped.
Yeah,
his
because
starter.
he was busy carrying for the middle bosses while we fooled around with our second robot masters.
I needed those extra water symbols.
Right. Oh, somebody pointed it out in chat that another change was that when you're upgrading, you can choose from your discard to upgrade.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think did I note that? I don't think I noted upgrading either. I made a lot of like last minute Calvin Ball rules in this game that turned out to be pretty good.
But I think there's an inherent problem to upgrading your discard, right? Because when you're upgrading your discard, you what do you call this? You get to see your discard, so you card count your deck. So I'm not sure how that factors in.
I think probably honestly it really just makes sense to upgrade when you rest.
Right. I think that's
so I think that is probably the way that we. I mean, that was the way we actually played it all the time. I never
right. We
pulled something out of
upgraded
my
when you rested.
discard to upgrade it. I always did it when I was resting anyway.
Right, exactly. Except maybe when you want to buy bigger cards, but even then, none of that mattered because they would go to your discard anyway, right?
Yeah.
So I think just upgrade when you rest, but that means you can just upgrade whatever card you want, right? Even the ones in your deck.
Right. So you get the ability to tune everything.
Yeah, I like that. Upgrade when you rest.
So okay, cool. Well, the rulebook is getting there. It's getting there. Jason was asking me today for like the final components list so that he can go ahead and get quotes done. And then he says, "Brad, can you make this? Can you somehow integrate a treble miniature into the game?" I'm like, okay, I guess I'll think about that a bit. I do want to get Rush involved somehow, and I think with these stages that are laid out now, we could make some use of the Rush and the Doctor Light minis that
You can
appeared
move
in
them
the.
around and they like help
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Like
like
Yeah, like
minions
maybe,
hinder stages, they help stages.
yeah. For example, imagine if light were on a thing, and then if a minion would be placed there, light instantly just destroys the minion, right?
well,
Because he's
that's
like
not very in flavor for Doctor Light, but I see what you're going for. Yeah,
fine. Treble can do that then.
Trouble can do that, or like the Rush Coil. You could put that on a stage, and it has the same effect that the Proto Shield does. It just lets you skip the
I mean,
stage's
if
negative
minions
effect.
give numbers, like good fig should probably just give numbers too. Right? Like
That's
lower
yeah.
lower
Yeah, they
stage
could just
difficulties.
give you lower difficulties or just give you power. It's good to use addition on both
Right.
sides of the equation. So if
Right.
minions
So that way,
add
if you see a thing,
yeah
if you see a thing on a stage, it just means number.
yeah
Right.
In one direction.
Somebody in chat is asking, how did we feel about the Wily stage challenges compared to Robot Masters?
yeah. Did you feel like the castle 2 challenges were a little easy?
I can't speak much for it because my deck was literally not built to be able to beat castles.
Yeah. I think we want to probably vary this up a little bit more and make it
Yeah.
more like Castle 1 where there's so in Castle 1 there's different kinds of challenges, right? Like there's bosses, there's this huge 7-part challenge over on the side, and then a couple of big ones, and then a really big multi-part challenge for Wily that requires quite a lot of work to beat. I think that Castle 3, even though it is going to have these robot masters, is probably wants to have some end game like this that's got a little bit more variance in its stage types.
Yeah. I think the big thing about Castle 2, Castle 2's endgame is that it's 3 decently big challenges, but they're all separate. Which
Yeah.
means that like everyone could just throw their entire deck at it.
It's the same kind of check. Yeah.
Right. The reason why Wily Machine in Castle 1 is difficult is because you have to essentially partition your deck to beat all 3 challenges in one go, right?
Yeah. So, all right. Well, things to think about for next time. But yeah, next week we're going to be doing another test. I'm probably going to try and get the Mega Man 2 bosses integrated into this, and a couple more stages with some cool stage variations, power ups, which will be really fun, and maybe work in those treble and rush figures as well. So
Right.
and the difficulty levels. So
Yeah.
all right, cool.
Oh, Doctor Light can essentially give you rolls power and give you more upgrades.
Yeah,
That sounds
yeah,
like
getting
Dr.
more
Light.
upgrades off a stage would be a great one too.
Right. Sorry, just inspiration struck. Sorry.
Yeah. Unlike
Yeah.
Roll, Dr. Light is the damsel in distress in most of the Mega Man games. So it would be nice if like
True!
you have to go rescue him from all these random places to get upgrades. But
It's true. It's true. Yeah. All right.
yeah.
That's a fun game, Brad. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you guys for playing. I definitely feel that it's much improved, and this is a great mechanic. And I want to say a big shout out to the community on the Jasco Games server that
Right.
that talked through all this with us and made a bunch of suggestions that ultimately led to this variant. So good on you guys. Thanks to the community for helping us bring this together. But yeah,
Right.
let's post that link to the community server.
I'm gonna give you the link, and then because we can't.
I got it.
put out-
I'm gonna go over there now and get it. I just tabbed to another screen so that all the Discord stuff is not showing up on my screen. All right. So here's our link. Okay.
Yeah, so get in there, chat. Chat about this version with everybody else in the Discord. See what you like. Help us improve the game, right?
Yep. And this is also where we are going to be. Oops. And then I like showed a bunch of random Discord stuff, just like I said I wasn't going to. So we are going to be opening public playtest for this pretty soon, and that's where you'll be able to playtest and to find people to play with. So yeah, join us, chat with us, and look out for this version. I think it's pretty close. I think we're going to be sharing this pretty soon with everybody.
I think so too. I think we're almost there.
All right. Thank you guys for a great stream. I'll talk to you next time.
Talk to everyone. Bye. I'll be on the Discord now. I'm just gonna say hey.